This video will provide more proof. My dogs are being very annoying. Barack Obama opened the abyss, that he would change the times and seasons, and threw the star host down and trampled on it, defiling the temple 9/23/15, requiring a 2300-day period till it can be reconsecrated or cleansed. He did this with CERN and opened the abyss 9/23/2015. And I have plenty of numeric proof. It was on 9/23/15 when I had the dream as well, making January 8th and 9th high watch dates. I will share some Gematria on January 8th that makes it a high watch date. Guys, I just wanted to add a few things that I found from my investigation yesterday on the 2300 days from the very mysterious day of 9/23/2015, which was Yom Kippur, which Obama was with the Pope that day, to 1/8/2022, which is 1335 days from Israel's 70th on May 14th, 2018. The 2030 Sustainable Development Goals in 2015 was coded to encode the 2300 days. Look, enter that 2300 and you see there, Agenda 2030. I told you they named things according to the timeline. They first spoke of this on 9/23/2015. Watch Obama on 9/23/15 doing acronym coding. I can prove in code he opened the abyss 9/23. Now watch this.
I should explain that our backyard is not typically this crowded.
They use acronym coding. You can tell when they're doing it because they use a certain cadence when they're saying their words. The abyss is 396, and the first letter for each of those words he spoke equals 396.
I should explain that our backyard,
He coded backyard with a hand motion for a reason. Backyard is 501. B Obama key is 501. There, he already coded abyss. B Obama key abyss. Celestial host is also 501, and that's what we read in Daniel about what he did that required the 2300 days to cleanse the temple. Remember how I showed you the Gematria of September 23, 2015? Stated that he threw down the celestial host and trampled on it. That code is right there, 501. It matches the code which he said.
I should explain that our backyard is not typically this crowded.
Which was backyard. On 9/23/15, when I told you that he opened the bottomless pit, he coded abyss just then and B Obama key as well as Abaddon. Is all of this a coincidence? Next sign, an ASL sign, which is here. Look at it. That sign is here. He says it along with the word backyard.
I should explain that our backyard
here equals Abaddon. He's coding all of these words to let all the initiates know what he was doing that day with CERN.
I should explain.
Everything he was saying there were codes about what was to be done with CERN that evening. I should explain 816 access to stargates.
I should explain that our backyard
He puts an sound at the back of backyard. Backyard equals 514. Key is 415. So during this speech on 9/23/15, he is coding Key of the Abyss with his name. Why? Because the entire date, September 23, 2015, reveals in Gematria that Barack Obama fulfilled Daniel. He threw the starry host down and trampled on it. It also says that he altered the timeline, and it was with CERN. Host body of the dragon Satan tampered our timeline 2120. It matches September 23, 2120, proving that happened on that day. You can see that they did shut the LHC down. 2015 code equals CERN gets fully destroyed. Gematria is a truth teller. The number of a man Barack Hussein Obama Hades equals threw celestial host down and trampled. This is what he did. Barack is the one called death in hell and Hades in decimal English, which is based directly from the Greek numbering system. His name in that system is 793. The one called Death, Dragon, Satan, 793 is equal to Barack Hussein Obama. And it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them. September 23, 2015 equals the fallen Barack Obama throw star housed down, manipulate the timeline. It also equals Barack Obama throw a star host down to the earth, trample host. September 23 equals Barack Hussein Obama, who is Satan, open hell. September 23. I told you several times over the years that I received a dream that evening of 9/23, early morning hours of the 24th September 2015. Before I woke up with my heart pounding, I heard wormhole 3 times. I heard a voice saying 5714. And I saw in the left-hand corner a tesseract before I even knew what it was. It looked like the one in the upper left corner exactly. Now I finally know why I received those words in that dream. Key to the bottomless pit, Antichrist, Barack Hussein Obama, II, that's the name on his birth certificate, is 2465. It equals Tesseract 5714. I heard 5714 right before I woke up. 2465. Tesseract 5714. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and wear out the saints of the Most High, and to think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand for a time, half a time, and a dividing of a time. That actually wasn't a code for 3.5 years. It was a code by the Most High to tell us when the 2300 days would be completed. I keep telling you, Gematria is a truth teller. It is the last days unveiling of the truth. Now, get ready to get your mind blown. A time times and the dividing of time is 1519. It equals January 9th. 9/23/2015 Yom Kippur to 1/9/22 is 2300 days. January 9, 1519 equals a time times and the dividing of time It says, until a time, times, and the dividing of time, we would be given into his hand. January 9th, 2022. Until January 9th is 1888. It equals until a time, times, and the dividing of time, 2300 days. Agenda 2030 equals 2300. That's why they named it that. And it was first spoken of, I was told by my subscribers, on 9/23. So again, a time, times, and the dividing of time was a code for January 9th. They both equal 1519. We would be given into his hand until a time, times, and the dividing of time, until January 9th, 2300 days.
Our backyard is not typically this crowded. I should explain that our backyard is not typically this crowded. But the size.
He codes, but the size, 1019, a polygon of the pit equals 1019. Put all the keywords decoded already together. The Barack Hussein Obama, Abaddon, Apollyon of the pit, key, abyss. The four angels bound at the great river Euphrates.
The size and the spirit of today's gathering.
Key codes and the spirit, which is 506. 2300 days from 9/23/15 is 506 on the Jewish calendar, which is January 8th. My subscribers told me that the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development was first spoken of on 9/23/15, and you can see here that it has a gematria of 2300, linking the 9/23/15 to January 8 or 9. So look at this. So we have 9/23, 2015 to 1/8, 2022, 2300 days if you include the end date. So it could also go to 1/9, just be aware of that. See what I mean? So it's like give or take one day. But they named that, event specifically for that. That's their MO. That's how they do things. The 2030 development equals 2300 code that I showed you. Next, he's going to use a phrase that equals wrath, because there is a full gematria code for the date January 8th, 2022 that equals wrath. I will show that to you in a minute. A small is 1089.
Today's gathering is just a small.
Notice the cadence and the pausing in between the phrases. That's on purpose so they know what the gematria code is.
Today's gathering is just a small.
A small is 1089 equals wrath 1089. 2300 days from that day is 1/8 or 9/2022. Now look at this code, January 8, 2022. Let their own eyes see their destruction. Let them drink the cup of the wrath of the Almighty. That equals January 8, 2022. So I believe that's why he coded wrath there.
The spirit of today's gathering is just a small. Today's gathering is just a small reflection
They combine words as well and use them in different places, in different combinations.
Today's gathering is just a small reflection.
Now, I do know that resurrection equals 990. That's the code he just used, 990. Rapture of elect equals 990. And he just coded and the spirit, which equals 506. 506 is 2300 days from 9/25/15. It is the Jewish date for January 8th. Now, we know the woman was in labor or crying out in pain to be delivered. Shavat 6 equals 1303. The Great Tribulation man-child is born 1303. Now, the Anarok Sariv backwards equals 1303. That's obviously the Demic Pan Sariv. I have 506, which is January 8th. Then I have this code for Shavat 7. New York nuked. Maybe that's the sudden destruction. it's 2300 days for the sanctuary to be cleaned. So I typed in clean sanctuary to see what it would reveal. And look, it matches harvest, 984, harvest. And then it also matches it's time for the Lord to come. So I really hope this is it, you guys. Barely hanging in there like I know a lot of you are. But this is really, this is 1335 days from Israel's 70th as well. So that's on 5/14/2018. So we have multiple timelines congruing to one day here. I did find some other Gematrias that state he did in fact have the key to the abyss, and he opened the abyss with CERN on September 23rd, 2015, just like I had suspected. And I did receive some resolution to the words that I heard in the dream that I received that night, and I believe that's exactly when they did that deed and opened the abyss and changed the timeline, leading to very strange changes of minute small things that people have noticed. Words in the Bible have changed. Scenes in movies have changed a little bit. The things in movies, the lines that the actors have, we all have known to have said one thing, has said another. Anyway, you can do all this research yourself. It's called the Mandela effect. And I think BitChute is better than YouTube right now. YouTube has been really hiding a lot of things lately. It's no longer, the place that you can browse, I would say. If you have channels that you sub to, great, keep those. But as far as browsing the truth, I go on BitChute now because they're not censoring. YouTube started censoring recently because we are leading up to the time, because we are in the Great Deception and we are leading up to the mark of the beast. The year 2015 reveals given key abyss. Okay. All right, so who was given the key of the abyss? So that's the code for the year. What about the code for the date? Okay, I have decoded in the past that Barack Obama is clearly Abaddon and Apollyon. I'm not going to show you that again, but it was in the code of Event 201. So he clearly is Abaddon and Apollyon. And it was also in my timeline of code. It was coded into the days in between his birthdays and stuff. He's clearly Abaddon. And this was the full name that was listed on the birth certificate that was released. So Abaddon, the beast that arises out of the bottomless pit, 2120. And then we have September 23. And then yesterday I showed you who it was and what he did. Host body of the dragon, Satan tampered our timeline, 2120. That matches September 23. Then if you want to add 2015, it equals given key abyss. So this code equals September 23, 2015. Okay, he definitely opened the abyss that day. He had the key of the abyss. He opened it that day. September 23, 2015 equals 3834. The fallen Barack Obama throws star host down, manipulate the timeline. Those words are in Daniel about what he would do regarding the 2300 days. Okay, so November or September 23, 2015, 2300 days is January 8th. Okay, so that equals that September 2015 date. This is even more specific with the wording in Daniel. Barack Obama throw a star host down to the earth, trample host. 3834, matching September 23, 2015. And then, remember yesterday I was talking about the words that I was given in the dream on that evening? September 23rd, the evening when I woke up, so it was 24th. I woke up with my heart pounding. Well, I figured out what those words were and why I was given them, and I'd like to show you. I only figured out a portion. I heard wormhole, 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 hole. I heard 5714, and I saw a tesseract, which I didn't even know existed until a year later. I was like, oh, that's the thing I saw in my dream, and I finally knew what it was. So 5714 tesseract equals, there was a reason why I was given that, because the Lord is telling us exactly what happened on that day. Okay? So that's the code for the date for those words. And key to the bottomless pit, Antichrist, Barack Hussein Obama, II. Barack Hussein Obama, II is what he officially has on his birth certificate, so it is valid. All right, that is what happened on that day. That's why we saw all those weird things with everything changing, the Mandela effect, okay? And the temple will be reconsecrated 2,300 days later, so it appears that January 8th is an important day. I'm going to show you some more things about January 8th. January 8th, Devoke 19. They name these things regarding to things on their timeline and dates. They do this on purpose so that they know when things will happen. So let's look up the Jewish date for January 8th. Oh, I think I forgot to show you this one. Okay, Barack, who is Satan, open hell. Right, that matches September 23rd. And then given key abyss equals the 2015 part of the code, because it was September 23rd, 2015. 2015. Put it all together. Who is Satan, open hell, given key abyss equals September 23, 2015. Okay? Barack Obama did open the abyss with CERN on September 23, 2015, which he coded that very day. Daniel tells us that it would be 2,300 days for the temple to be cleansed and reconsecrated, bringing us to January 8th or 9. If this is all correct, January 9 is sudden destruction. There are signs nuclear war is planned for January 9th, 2022. New York nuked equals 1744. Shavat 7 is 1744. That is January 9. Obama held a nuclear summit 3/25/14. That date was 2847 days to January 9, 22. The United States on fire, nuclear war, Russia equals 2847. Again, proving that they used Gematria that highlight the timeline. Again, this date is 2,300 days from 9/23/2015 when Obama opened the abyss.
Well, thank you very much, Mark. Let me begin just by saying that Mr. Ruta and
They are doing the usual coding. Watch.
let me begin
His fingers to his mouth. The code begins at saying.
just by saying that to Prime Minister.
The code is saying that lapels to Prime Minister. It equals 444. Nuclear is 444 or 444.
Ruta and all the people.
Watch as I decode this code. So I take out end because we know the nuclear is at the end. And then we see nuclear donut there. So far we have end, we have nuclear. Donut, we have, scrolling down, we find the Great Bear. It'll come here in just a second, okay? And Russia is the bear. It's the bear that was written about in the Bible. It also is the bear and other symbolism as well. Russia is the bear. So the end will be nuclear war with Russia. There's the code right there, and it matches the code that they just symbolized and coded, which is Ruta and all the people. Obama slyly said end and not and. Obama mentions on 3/25/2014 that he was more worried about a New York City nuke. 47 days to January 9, 22, that he was worried about a nuke on New York. The United States on fire, nuclear war, Russia is 2847. That is from that date, it's January 9th, 2022. And then Shavat 7, which is January 9th, equals New York nuked. So look at this headline, Obama more worried about NYC nuke. More worried is Soviet Union. So Soviet Union NYC nuke. Is that decoded? But look at the date that he did this on, and then 2847 days. The United States on fire, nuclear war, Russia, 2847. Again, look at that date. Okay? That's the date that he said that. That's the date when they had the nuclear summit. That's the date when they were coding about the nuclear with the Great Bear. Okay? This is how they do things. And not even to mention, New York nuked equals Shavat 7. Look at his birthday, January 8. So the 2300 days either ends on January 8 or 9. I asked the Lord why. I was seeing 11:5 so much because they were coding it. I prayed and I immediately got a vision in my head of David Bowie's face. In fact, it was that picture I showed you. His birthday is January 8th. 11/5 to January 9 is 65 days. And 65 equals January 8, his birthday. They have the same gematria, 834 and 834. Devoke 19 also equals 834. End of America, launch war 9th equals David Bowie. Another reason why. That was a huge confirmation for me about January 8th and 9th. New York nuked equals Shavat 7, which is January 9. Shavat 7, which equals January 9th, 2022. What does the full code for January 9, 2022 tell us? Look at what the Gematria states about January 9, 2022, which Barack Hussein Obama was alluding to doing the nuclear event on 3/25/2014, which was 2847 days. To January 9th, 2022. So 2847 days from the nuclear summit is a code. By doing this on that date, he was alerting this code. Two 847 days lands on 1/9/22. The date itself, however, tells us what will happen in Gematria, astoundingly. And now let's look and see what January 9, 2022 reveals. January 9, beginning of the end. That's why we kept seeing the codes having to do with the end, January 9th, because of this. So January 9, beginning of the end, Russia trigger war, release nuclear weapons, Manhattan. I would like to read you a scripture from Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You can see the code here. I'll read it again. It's from the King James. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. 7172. This also equals 7172. Russia strike USA. Release nuclear weapon. Begin 9th day of 2022. The gematria of the years can be written many different ways. When I looked up the gematria of my full name, plus my birthday, plus my birth hour, and I entered the year like that, I found there was some information hidden about me that was extremely accurate. It was completely jaw-dropping. Also, just to prove that this writing out the year like that with the individual numbers is something that you can do. I will show you just in 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to show you that using the year spelled out with the numbers each individually one by one is also a valid way of doing gematria. So look here, Barack Obama, Death Angel, the Beast, holds the key of the bottomless pit is 2259. You scroll down here, you can see his name all spelled out right here. And we already know that those things are true, that those are facts from other codes that have been decoded. And I bet you we could find something interesting now. And this is how Gematria works. And so I want to solidify that this is a very valid code. Russia strike USA, release nuclear weapon, begin 9th day of 2022. And what does that match? It matches this scripture. So this is, the day of the Lord. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Now what I'm going to do, since I have this information, is I am going to put the codes in for Day of the Lord, January 9th, to validate and to see. But anyway, that's that right there. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And it matches Russia strike USA, release nuclear weapon, begin 9th day of 2022. It could conversely go this way. USA strike Russia, release nuclear weapon. We don't know who's going to do it, okay? Who's going to make the first strike. But that is clear. And then we have some more evidence of the 9th day of 2022. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. Fall of America, 9th, 2022. Decoded. The 9th day is January 9. So the fall of Babylon decoded. So, with my knowledge about this day that was given to me, that I'm grateful for, of Stephen Fletcher's video, which I will link, he says that there's a big sign about the morning star on that date. So when I put that in here, so it says Fall of America, 9th, 2022, decoded, that matches. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. So Fall of America, 9th, 2022, decoded is 4644. Now when I put in, because of the sign that's happening on that day, the bright morning star, look what I find down here. And we who are alive shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. Just another thing making me very helpful for that day. (2,300 days after Barack Obama opened the abyss) matches Revelation chapter 10 verse 7 in the Holy Bible, which reads, But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. January 9th, beginning and end, 1772. Deliverance from evil, 1772. The great city nuked, the Big Apple burn, 1772. January 9th, beginning and end, 1772. Ninth day 2020 is 4387. Abaddon, the Destroyer, Gog of Magog, destroy United States of America, New York. 2011 to January 9/22 is 3773 days. 3773 equals 7 times 7 times 7 times 11, and we saw those numbers all over the 9/11 attacks. Maybe that's why we saw so many of those codes on 9/11. Flight 77 is the flight that crashed into the Pentagon. So there we have 77, which is 7 times 11. But then 77 times 49 equals 3773. And at 8:49 a.m. on 8:49, the first report of an incident at the World Trade Center crosses the Associated Press newswire. Remember, 49 times 77 equals 3773. That is the number of the days from the 10th anniversary of 9/11.
Get ready to read all these words on this page without making a mistake. Look at the letter at the end and remember the sound it makes. Get ready. Hi. Yes. Sound it makes. Get ready. Hi. Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready.
Kid.
Yes, kid. Sound it out. Get ready.
Kid.
Sound it out. Get ready.
Kid.
What word?
Kid.
Yes, kid. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready.
Seal.
What word?
Seal.
Yes, steal. Read these words the fast way. Get ready.
Play.
Yes, play. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready.
Kite.
Yes, kite. Get ready.
Kit.
Yes, kit. Get ready.
Seal.
Yes, steal. Get ready.
Play.
Yes, playing. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up from under your seat.
Then the children suddenly hide as America is under attack. Hide in Hebrew equals 74. This is the spell that they read out loud.
Get ready. Yes, kite. Get ready.
Kit.
Yes, kit. Get ready.
Seal.
Yes, steal. Get ready.
Play.
Yes, playing. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up.
Again, hide equals 74. Also, 74. The names of Flight 11's crew are on panel 74. Entire spell read out loud is equal to 7499. The spell minus 74 is equal to the number of days from 9/11, 2001 to January 9, 2022, 7425 days. Names of Flight 11's crew are on panel 74. And then look at this. Engine 74. So 74 is being used because the spell minus 74 equals 7425. And 9/11 to January 9, 2022 is 7425 days. United States of America, the Star of David, Seal of Solomon, Magic Destruction Spell 3515. Kite, get ready, hit. Get ready, steal. Get ready, plane. Yes, must, get ready, 3910. Those two equal 7425. The kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Gematria 9895. That great city, Babylon, New York City, I, bald eagle, America, is fallen in 1 hour on the 9th day in the year 2022. As you can see here, America's symbol is the bald eagle, and it has been since 1782. The bald eagle has been the national bird of the United States, a symbol of pride and strength that earned it a place on the seal of the United States. I, the bald eagle, America, is fallen, that great city, Babylon, New York City, in 1 hour on 9th day in the year 2022, matches this exactly. The kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Every year, September 11 to January 9 is a difference of 245 days. 245 equals magic spell, as you can see there. 9/11/01 to January 9, 2022 is 7425 days. The inventor and manager of the beast computer magic spell destruction. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. The return of Jesus Christ equals 7425.